So hello, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So today we're actually just going to be talking about the arrest warrant that was put out for the person who helped to contribute to Emmett Till's murder. Emmett Till, for people who do not know, was a black 14-year-old boy who got brutally killed, just completely unrecognizable, as you can see, by a group of racist white people. They said, or so that's what they say. A white woman claimed he whistled and said something on the lines of like, "Hey baby," and they came to his house, kidnapped him, beat the crap out of him with different tools, etc., shot a bullet through his eye, and his mother had an open casket just to say like, yo, this, we had white people who murdered my son. This is what happened. So it's a very upsetting story. And I mean, if you want to look into more of it, feel free. I encourage you to, it's always important to know more about what happened in the past in our history so that we cannot repeat it again. All right. But this video is just going to be talking about what happened. So it says an arrest warrant for a woman who accused Emmett Till found nearly 70 years later in the basement of a court. All right, this is insane. It says a team searching the basement of Mississippi courthouse for evidence about the lynching of black teenager Emmett Till has found the unserved warrant. So in 1955, all right, there was a warrant out. She was supposed to have been served a warrant, and it has not been served. Okay, so that's a whole nother story right there. It says unserved warrant charging a white woman in his 1955 kidnapping, and Till's relatives who initiated the search want authorities to finally arrest her nearly 70 years later. All right. And it says a warrant for the arrest of Carol Bryant Donham, identified as Mrs. Roy Bryant on the document, was discovered last week inside a file folder that has been placed in a box. All right. Now, the thing about it is this. You have a lot of people who, let's just say you have a lot of white people, and I've been seeing some black people as well. And they're saying like, oh, it's too late. I mean, come on, man. I mean, okay, fine, she lied, but it's a little too late, don't you think? I mean, 70 years later, oh my goodness, you guys need to get over it. Then I bring this up. We have an ex-Nazi guard who was 101 years old. 101 years old, ex-Nazi guard. And he was sentenced, I think it was only to 5 years. I mean, come on, the guy's, it's fucking 101, for crying out loud. But he was sentenced to 5 years because he aided in the killing of over 3,500 people. So he helped to kill 3,500 people, aided in the killing of 3,500 people. Ex-Nazi. They still got him. So this lady, you're telling me her time, the statutes are up. There's no statutes for murder. Okay. And that's exactly what she committed. That's what she helped to aid in. Same with this guy. If this guy can go, so can she, and obviously, like I just told you, for 3,500 people, it's crazy. And outside of murder, for example, let's also look at the situation with Cosby. All right. So you have Bill Cosby. You had all these people coming out. Like, it was like a crazy number, like 60 different women or whatever, for stuff that took place in like the 90s, y'all. 80s, 90s, that this stuff took place. And people are like, oh, well, he did it to me too. Okay. So that's okay to dig up. But this lady, that's not okay to dig up. I have a problem with that. And I mean, something that just recently happened with Cosby. I thought the man was done. All right. I'm like, okay, he's done. People ain't trying to look and see what happened and what he may have done because we already got all the women, right? Well, here we go. A California civil jury found Bill Cosby liable for sexual assaulting Judy Huff at the Playboy Mansion in 1975. When he saw her, she was just 16 years old. All right. And with this, he's having to pay her like $500,000 for something that happened when she was 16 years old. All that I've ever seen in terms of evidence to this new case, which actually I think they started talking about it like a week and a half ago to 2 weeks. Only thing that I found that they brought up was a picture of her and him, and all it was them two standing there smiling, and they're like, that's proof that he touched her. Which, I'm gonna be real, that's not proof. Having a picture of why in the heck were you even at the Playboy Mansion? You know what I mean? And what about the other people, which I'm assuming were a lot of other rich white men, because that's what a lot of those people were at the Playboy Mansion. What about them? So we're just going to use Cosby. Oh, he's a fall guy. Oh, we could just add some more stuff to him. But what about everybody else? You know, I get Hefner is not around anymore, but can we talk about him too? No, we're not talking about him. We're just going to talk about the other guy. Okay, cool. Same with R. Kelly. And I got a whole nother thing about that too. All right. So my thing is this. How is it that the statutes are not up for certain people? I mean, Cosby didn't kill anybody. This was all sexual assault. All right. Sexual assault is what all of this was. Same with R. Kelly. But so statutes, it don't matter. You black and we going to do it. All right. We got a Nazi guard had to until you were 101. We're like, you know what? I guess we're going to make the last couple years of your life, you know, a living hell. We're going to put you in jail. And this lady, Carol, so we're just like, oh, whatever, man. I mean, yeah, do you really? I mean, come on, she's getting up there in age. This dude's 101 and he's being served for killing over 3,500 people. She aided in a racial motivated murder of a 14-year-old black boy. And that's like, man, come on, y'all doing too much. We don't really need to kill her, put her in there. I mean, it was a different time. The hypocrisy in this country is absolutely, it's astounding. It's just astonishing how much hypocrisy is really in this country and continues to be in this country. And with all this access to technology, you have all the social media platforms, you have Google, you have really anything you need to know at the palm of your hands, and people still choose not to know. You know what I mean? I'm okay if you're ignorant and you choose to then find out about whatever topic it is. All right. You don't know about Emmett Till. Oh man, Alex, who's Emmett Till? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go look it up. It's fine to be ignorant in that case. But when you are ignorant and then it's like, okay, why don't you look it up since you didn't know it? I don't want to I don't want to do it. That's when ignorance irritates me. And that's when I just I can't help you. I can't try to understand. I don't want to understand, because at that point it's like you are just choosing to be ignorant. It's okay if you're just ignorant, but then you're trying to fix that, educate yourself. But when you're just not, and then you just want to let all the hypocrisies go on, and you're just like, well, I'm going to believe it only if it fits my situation. Yeah, I got a freaking problem with that, but those are my thoughts and opinions on said situation. And until then.